Welcome back to Public Views. If you guys are new here, welcome. Today we're going to be going over the trust between people and food. A lot of people are starting to read the labels on their food, and what they're finding is surprising. Let's take a look at what's going on.
I have here something that we all need to look out for. This is a loaf of bread from Aldi that was purchased over 2.5 years ago. And it's been in this office as an experiment. You can use it like an accordion, smash it up. And even Eric can attest that this bread has been in here for over 2 years. And look at this. Let's get a close-up of this. No mold. It smells fine. You can smash it down, and it will come right back up. Again, this bread has been in this office for over 2 years. What the hell is in our food? We're going to come and find out. We're going to work on legislation to provide information on what we are putting in our bodies.
Yeah, what is in our bread, huh? I know when my wife makes bread, it turns green and moldy in about 4 or 5 days. That bread looks absolutely fresh 2.5 years later. That can't be normal. And I shop at Aldi, so that's not cool. Guess I'm gonna have to start looking at these labels myself. And then this guy did a little experiment between 3 different packs of chicken breasts to see what they weigh.
Today we are comparing chicken breasts. This is from my local butcher. This is what I usually get my chicken from. And then we also have chicken from Walmart as well as Purdue chicken. Now before we open these packs, I wanted you guys to see that they were legitimate chicken breasts from the stores that we say they're from, and they're still in the packaging. Now visually you can see there's a huge difference between what we're getting at our local butcher from a farm compared to what they're giving us at Walmart. Now, there is a caveat at the bottom. It says there could be up to 5% water retained, but we're going to weigh out the biggest ones and compare the size difference between the different chicken breasts. So we have our scale set up here. Note that we're at 0 grams. Now, we're going to take the biggest breast from our local butcher shop and put that on there, and it measures in at 187 grams. Now, we're going to have to trim some of this extra stuff off of this breast because I want it to be as accurate as possible. So we've cut the Walmart one to take out that excess that was on the sides. What's it at?
392 grams.
What?
And the other one was...
187?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from our local butcher shop. This is the Walmart chicken breast. This is the Purdue breast, which is supposed to be a...
Just look at the difference in that chicken, man. Look at that first one. That's what I think a normal chicken breast should look like. These other two look like deformed, man. I don't know if you guys seen those videos of when they pump those chickens up with God knows what, and they're like tipping over. They can't even stand how much breast meat they have on them. It's sad, man. And then they're packaging this up and we're eating it.
A little bit better quality than the Walmart one. Let's go ahead and weigh this one out.
347.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know if there's any math wizards out there, but if you compare the percentage difference between the smallest breast we have to the largest, it's 109.6% bigger at Walmart than it is from our butcher. Now the Purdue breast is a little bit smaller, and it's 85.56% bigger than the breast from our butcher, but 5% was supposed to be water. What is the major difference in our chicken? I'm not an expert in this, but this is alarming. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is, why is this so much bigger? What are they pumping into these chickens to get a breast that's twice as big as what it should be? A lot of people saying the chicken isn't even the same quality, and I kind of agree with that. I've gotten this stringy chicken that I'm about to show you right here before. Check this out.
So I was making chicken nuggets the other night and noticed that my chicken didn't look right. It was stringy. It looked like it was shredding apart, even though it was still raw. I had just bought it from Kroger, Purdue brand, and all of the other breasts looked just fine. I threw this one away and did not cook it.
Let's look at the comments. This comment says, I actually asked the butcher at my grocery store about this. He said the hormones used to plump up the chickens too fast is causing stringy muscle tissue. That doesn't sound natural. Yeah, so changes like this, people are definitely noticing it. That's weird and nasty, man. I don't know what's going on with the meat. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have seen chicken breasts that look like that. It doesn't stop at meat either. Check out this clip of this guy that works with bananas, and he explains that they gas the bananas before they come to the store.
Guys, what your bananas look after they get gassed. So we come here, open up our little door, turn on our light. to the banana chambers. We're gonna come in here and check them out. Come up here, pull one out. Okay, so this is from the left side. And then we'll check our right side. So I actually pulled off a little hand so I can show you guys. So this is from the right side and the left side. So on the right side, it starts to break in a little bit of yellow already. So these ones were gassed maybe like 3 days ago, maybe. And then they'll have another maybe 4 to 5 more days, but they'll get shipped out by today. So then by the time you guys get them at the grocery stores, they'll be more yellow and ready to eat. And then another thing, let me show you guys. We also have these little probes that go inside the bananas. This tells us the pulp temperature and the temperature of the banana. So that way we can determine when they have to go out. So yeah, that's how your bananas look after they get hit with some ethylene gas.
I never heard of no ethylene gas. I don't know what that is. It's just crazy that all the foods that we eat have to go through some sort of process, even down to bananas. I thought that was the most simplest thing. You pick it off the tree and in a few days they're yellow enough and ripe to eat, right? Guess not. They got to hit it with some gas and they got probes and it looks like a whole science experiment going on. So this next clip is another clip about bread. Look at what this guy can do with a piece of bread.
I seen on TikTok the whole bread thing where you wet it, which I tried it. This is Sara Lee honey wheat. And it's basically a sponge. Just like the video showed, I decided to try it. What are they putting in this bread? So this is an end piece, right? Or whatever you call it. So I got a regular piece sitting here. So I'm going to try it. What is going on?
What is that about? So I was curious. I was like, is all the bread in the world like this? And I came across this clip. Check this out. This is a young lady from Australia.
Okay, so everyone in the US is showing how their bread does not dissolve underwater and is pretty much rubber. I want to show you Australian bread underwater. Alright. Straight away.
FYI, guys, that's what bread should do underwater. Dissolve, fall apart. Not be able to wring it out like a damn sponge 4 or 5 times and it not even tear. We got more clips. If you thought cheese was safe, and I love cheese, this is disappointing.
Got something today that really pisses me off. I saw a video yesterday about our cheese that we get at the store. 90% of them all use a rennet that is made by Pfizer. So I decided to go down a rabbit hole and I looked into it, and sure as shit, Pfizer makes a bioengineered rennet. And so I was like, well, hopefully it's not the cheese I love. I love Tillamook cheese. Love it. We use it all the time. And sure as shit, right here, I googled it. They use bioengineered rennet from Pfizer. And so in that video I saw yesterday, they mentioned if you're going to use cheese, make sure you get European cheese. So now I got to find a cheese that I like that's European, and where to find it and how much is it. And I have so many questions. And I am so pissed off. How do you feel about this? What cheese do you use that doesn't use this crap?
I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel comfortable with a drug company like Pfizer helping make my cheese. That's a little fishy. Honestly, at this point, it's like animals won't even eat our food. Oh, what do you know? I have a clip about that too.
All right. Explain to me the weird world we live in with our food and where it comes from. So right here, I'm in Florida. It's my feed station. It's been here for 5 years. Taking a lot of deer off of it. A lot of critters. There's my stand down there. Call that the guard tower. Well, the church brought the fire station a bunch of fruits and vegetables and bread and stuff. And I noticed we had like literally cases of it. Now we're going to throw it away. I put this out 3 days ago. Got my camera right there. 3 days ago. There's tracks all back here. I just filled the corn up again. They came to eat here, whatever. In what world do wild animals not eat grapes and apples? Especially deer. Hogs, wild hogs. We have a ton of wild hogs here. Got pictures of them. They haven't touched it. That is strange to me. Not even a bird has eaten any of this. Nothing. That's what you're putting in your body, folks. I don't know what it is. It's weird.
That to me might be the craziest clip, honestly. I don't know what you guys know about wild animals, but they'll take any kind of food that they can when it's available. And he left that out in the middle of nowhere. There's literal tracks coming up to the food, but they wouldn't touch it. That's scary. That is really scary. What the hell is in or on that food that's keeping a hungry wild animal away from it? And I'm sure you guys have heard about those people that go to like Italy and they're eating all this pasta. They're not getting bloated. They're not having gluten intolerances. They actually lose weight before they come back to the States. They're just over there stuffing their faces full of pasta and feel fine. And then they come back over here and it starts again. That's kind of what this next clip is implying.
This was a big realization I had when I left the US. Our food supply is almost fully synthetic, bro. We've all seen the fruit that looks like rubber. I've never seen fruit that looks like that outside of the US. Also, back home, our grocery stores mainly sell us pre-packaged meat that is covered in nitrates to preserve the meat and give it that red color. But these same nitrates cause botulism in our bodies, which is no joke. Botulism attacks the body's nerves and causes difficulty with breathing. It causes muscle paralysis and even death. And the pesticides they're spraying on our fruit and vegetables doesn't help much either. And if you want real food in the States, you're paying an arm and a leg for it. If you've been eating clean and exercising regularly, but you're still noticing your body is inflamed, that's why. I'm currently in the Philippines and most meats aren't even pre-packaged. They're also not as red as what we're used to seeing. And when you eat it, it's like the food actually gets turned into energy instead of making you feel sluggish and bloated. Like, what the are they doing to our food supply?
Guys, I do my best to bring these stories to you on inflation, things going on in the economy, our food, restaurants. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. I upload twice a week at 7 p.m. Be happy to have you around. This is insane, man. It's like, what do we have to do to eat healthy? How far do we have to go? Like, I can't afford all organic food for a family of 4. It would be way too expensive. I can't be paying $20-$30 for a small pack of chicken breasts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I try to reply to as many comments as I can, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.